Up, you guys? Hi, my name is Alicia. This is Alicia Budget Beauty, and I don't always cover only beauty stuff. I also cover indie brands and my indie love as well. So if you're new here, you get to see an indie thing today. If you're returning, then you may already know that I have a love of indie brands, but I often do share a lot of budget-friendly beauty and fashion, but there's just something about indie brands that really has my heart as well. If I'm going to pay a little bit more money for something, it better be a brand I believe in, a person behind the brand that I believe in, and that's when I feel like it's worth spending more money on. It's also often really great quality as well. So I'm really excited because I'm very festive today with my sequin shirt and these earrings, and there's a reason for that. It may not look that Christmassy to you, but I wish I already had my Christmas tree back here. It will be right here in the next couple of weeks, and my theme is a flocked Christmas tree, and my ornaments are rose gold, pink, white, gold, and all the metallics. And so I'm trying to get in the Christmas spirit because today we are going to play with and do a little review swatch eye look with the Christmas release from the Gourmande Girls, the That Time of the Year palette. There were also 3 amazing collaborators on this. They are creators as well. They are YouTubers. Their names are Debutante, Adventures of Xenia, and The Brutally Honest Beauty. So you guys be sure, I'll link their YouTube channels down below in the description box. So if you want to go check them out, please do, because it's really, really awesome that they were included and also gave their blood, sweat, and tears into this palette, just like the wonderful and amazing Christina, who is behind Gourmande Girls. I'm privileged to have a good relationship with her. She's an amazing person. Gourmande Girls is a Texas-based indie brand, and I'm a Texas girl myself, so that already gets points with me. But then Christina behind the brand is just one of the sweetest souls I have ever met. She sticks up for the little guy. She will develop relationships and support small creators and influencers on Instagram, on YouTube. She also gives back to things like dealing with cancer, and has a friend who is battling cancer right now and helping pay for that treatment. So she's just a phenomenal person, and I highly recommend that you check out Gourmande Girls. Before I get into this palette, just real quick, I was going to show you a couple of things of theirs. This was my very first palette I got from them, the Exquisite palette. I love this. It's a darker, kind of more grungy neutral with some pops of colors. This palette really sold me on the brand because the formula was so nice. The mattes are really pigmented and blendable, and the shimmers are also very beautiful. This really was a perfect fall palette and was on sale, very discounted. So I hope some of you had a chance to pick it up. My next palette that I got from them was the Spectra Palette. This is a really fun, bold palette that's got some neons and also some deeper colors in here. I love how this goes lighter to dark to vibrant to also some neutrals as well. This is a beautiful, beautiful palette. And then also this little quad highlighter palette. I'll probably also add some more highlight today and use it, but it is really pretty as well. I just love it. Look how gorgeous that is. So there's some other products from Gourmande Girls, but today is mainly a little peek inside the That Time of Year palette. So you guys, if you're ready and you're ready to get in the Christmas spirit, then keep on watching. Okay, first let's take a little peek inside. This is what she looks like. How beautiful is this palette? I just love that you have these icy, snowy vibes in here. You got the little snowflake prints on here, little diamond looking embossing as well. And we have a beautiful multi-chrome in here, some duochrome, some shimmers, and some mattes as well. What I also like about this palette is you can go very neutral and subtle if you want with these browns and taupes. You know, even a little bit of these more icy shimmers in here to pop, but then you can also go, you know, really bright and bold with your colors with purple and blue and green, and deeper in tones as well if you want to do these darker ones. So today, I'm going to do some swatches, but I'm also leaning more towards a icy pinky like neutral look, partially because I'm wearing this pink top, but also partially because I have to shoot a really beautiful jumpsuit that will be on my Instagram right here if you're not following me on Instagram. But I want the eye look to complement the jumpsuit that I'm shooting, so that is why I'm going to create that type of look. But let's go ahead and do some swatches here. Okay, I'm just going to start from the top left and so on and so forth. So we have Frostbite, which is a matte, beautiful blue. We have Slay Queen, how cute, like sleigh honey, but like a horse sleigh, which is this beautiful purple. We have Icicle, which on the Instagram, you guys, I was like, wow, Icicle looks amazing. So here is Icicle. It is a multi-chrome, and I've actually seen this on top of black, and it transforms totally, but you can see that shift in there. I'm glad I shaved my armpits, you guys. Like, what if I didn't? That would be bad. Okay, then we have Cherries Jubilee. Beautiful deep berry tone. Then we have Warm and Toasty. Ooh, it feels so creamy smooth. Beautiful brown to work with to kind of anchor and deepen a look from this palette. Then we have Snow Angel. Gorgeous. Hello. I mean, that is like so blinding shimmery. Then we have Silver Bells. That is stunning, beautiful. And then let's see, we have Twinkling Lights. I love all these like icy shimmery colors in here. This one has, I believe, let's see, it kind of has like a bluish purple like shift, almost green in some lights. That's so cool because it just depends on what type of lighting that you're in, which I'm kind of losing some of my sun in here, which is unfortunate. But I like to film with natural light as much as possible. So I'm in front of these windows and it's that time of the day where the sun's going away from me. Okay, we have Fuzzy Socks. They did a great job on these names. Very winter inspired. Then we have Nostalgia. Ugh. I'm a sucker for like a rosy bronzy shimmer. That is so pretty. And then we have Sugarplum. Beautiful purple, which by the way, I have used this palette once already. I'll pop in a picture here from Instagram. So I already know that I really love the quality, but I only got to do one look so far. So I really wanted to do a second one and review this for you guys. Okay, then we have Joy. Very peachy pink shade here. Then we have the Feels. Are you guys getting the feels yet from this palette or for Christmas as well? That is super pretty. That's definitely more of a green shift shimmer in there. Really, really beautiful, but also in some lights has a little bit of yellow, which is just so neat how it transforms depending on the lighting. Then we have Evergreen. Oh, wow. That is so pretty. That is like a true like green, green, green. That's gorgeous. And lastly, we have Cheer. Which is a lighter green. So here we are. How beautiful are these swatches? So stunning. Okay, so now it's time to dig in and go ahead and create the look. So I am going to clean off my arm real quick so I don't get it all over myself and be right back to do that. Okay, I'm back and moved a little bit closer. You're a little bit crooked here, but okay. So I'm going to dig into the palette and create a look. I purposefully put on, if you've seen some of my other videos, I do put on usually mascara first and my waterline and liquid eyeliner on the top because of a lot of reasons. I have very hooded eyes, so it helps me navigate. And also I find that if I wait to put eyeliner over a eyeshadow, I can never get it as opaque as I would like. So this way I put the eyeshadow on, it inevitably will make the eyeliner a little bit lighter, and then I'll go back over it again to get the most opaque effect as possible. So I'm going to prime my eyes with a Believe Beauty primer. This is actually my first time doing a makeup look on camera this way. I have a little lighted mirror down here. You guys are a little bit higher up, or the phone camera. And I've got a little mirror down here, and we're gonna try this route. I'm still experimenting on what works best whenever I'm doing makeup on camera. So Believe Beauty eyeshadow primer, it's real cheap. It works just fine. So we're gonna dig into the palette, and like I said, I'm going for a certain type of look to go with light pink. So I think I'm going to, now this is something that is unusual probably for most people. I know most people put a crease or transition shade that is lighter or mid-toned. Because of my hooded eyes, I have very like bone eyes. I have to put a little bit darker, or you'll never see it, or it looks weird to just have like, I don't know, it just never looks right if I don't put a darker shade up here. So that's unusual for most people, but that's what I'm gonna do today. So I think I'm actually then going to go with Cherry's Jubilee, and I might sheer it out a little bit or make it a little bit lighter with another shade. So let's go. I'm going to use a Profusion Firm Blending Eyeshadow Brush ES2. And we're just gonna start right here and start blending this out. And it's very, very pigmented, you can see, which is fantastic. I know I just, you know, you say you're gonna do a certain look or you have it in mind, and then, you know, sometimes the palette speaks to you in other ways as you start to dig into it. So I was like, you know what? Like, I'm going to do more of like a berry toned, maybe halo eye. See, I'm not sure. Now it's taken on a life of its own. And with pink and silver, I think, because I think that will go really nicely with a light pink look. So I'm going to take a little brush here and kind of clean up over here and smooth out the edges right here. I mean, gosh, this is so pigmented already, like, wow. And I don't really notice any falling down too much on my face, which is awesome. Do you guys have an eye that is easier to do than another? Because I do. I always feel like my left eye looks better than my right eye, my eyeshadow looks, and I think that is because I have a better angle. Since I'm right-handed, I have a better angle with my left side than straight on. I can't, like, I feel like I can't turn my hand as much this way as I can this way. So I always love my left more than my right. And I'll start, I also have an eye that I start with. For some reason, I always start with my right eye. And maybe it's best to start with the eye that you do worse at, because then you correct your mistakes with the good eye, and then you can always go back and go to your weaker eye and model it off of your good eye. So I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just rambling, you guys. I'm still getting used to talking while I put on my makeup. Typically in my bathroom, which is where I would be instead of where I'm at right now. Typically, I would listen to music or a podcast, or I would listen to YouTube and kind of stop and watch, listen, and all my favorite YouTubers. And so right now, I'm just listening to myself ramble, and it's kind of strange. Okay, what I'm gonna do, because it looks a little bit like too, what's the word I'm looking for? Not bold, but just a little bit like too pigmented just right here. I'm gonna fix that with adding in a little bit of, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with Fuzzy Socks, which is the real like neutral kind of like camel color, just to kind of diffuse that harsh, maybe that's the word I was looking for. It looked like a little harsh right there, and just kind of make it a little bit softer. I think I'm using a Sigma medium angled brush here. That's already kind of doing the job. You know, it's a process. I mean, anyone that does makeup will know that sometimes, like, right when you're doing it and before it all comes together at the end, you have some, you know, you're kind of like, whoa. But then once it's all together, you're like, okay. Like, once I have my eyeliner and all that, I think you'll see where I'm going. Okay, so that's a good little base here. This is looking really pretty and framing the eyes well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go in with something to deepen this corner out here. So we are gonna go with Warm and Toasty, which is this beautiful brown color. I don't use brushes for what they're meant for. I'm like, that's subjective. So this is the Pointed Crease Sigma brush. And as you can see, that already is looking really good. I'm just very lightly, which is all you have to do with this palette, which is, I mean, just tells you the quality. I'm very lightly tapping on the outer edge just to anchor this deep cherry berry color. And I'm also going to kind of blend it up a little bit into there as well. Ooh, that's gonna be really pretty once I get it blended out. Super, super pretty. Getting very excited. But you can tell it already starts to make the eyes pop a little bit more, adding that dimension in there. And these do blend very, very easily. Gorgeous. Look how pretty that is. Woohoo! Okay. Next up, I'm going to go with, I'm really excited, one of the shimmery ones. Okay, let's see. This is going to be really, really hard because they're all so pretty, but I think I'm just going to go with Twinkling Lights. That is this one right here in the middle because it has a little bit of a pink reflect to it. So I'm going to try it first just with my finger here. Oh gosh, it's so pretty. Actually, you know, I swear these are the most like chameleon, like shimmer, duo, multi-chrome, like, because just whenever I think, okay, this shifts pink, I put it on and it starts picking up blue, but it's so, so pretty. And sometimes shimmers will go on like kind of dull or like hard, you know, and like these just like automatically or boom, 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 boom. So pretty. Oh my goodness. It just makes the eyes pop. Okay, I didn't have to wet it. I didn't spray. I prefer to use my finger for shimmers, but that is gorgeous. Look at that. Okay, next I'm going to do the lower lash line. That's an important one for me. I always feel like it really amps up my look a lot. So I think to keep it more kind of neutral blending, I'm gonna go back in with Warm and Toasty. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go in with Warm and Toasty because I like usually a darker, oh, and this is my favorite brush to do that with. This is the Small Firm eyeshadow brush by Profusion. It's the perfect little tapered end, and it's really soft, but also pretty densely packed. So it really just distributes that on the lash line so well. I mean, you see how that, like, that's pretty too, but then this gives it more of that like smoky glam, like nighttime look. That might be one of my biggest pieces of advice for taking a light day tonight is leaving the lower lash line bare or using just a lighter color for the lower lash line, and then at night punching it up with a deep, darker, either brown, smoky gray, deep purple, deep burgundy, or navy. Navy's really pretty. That's a shade and a color in general, even with clothes, I don't wear enough of, and I do think it's so sophisticated and just underused. Okay, that is already looking really, really pretty. I'm gonna go in and kind of like clean up and smooth up, but just for time's sake, then I'm kind of going a little bit quicker. Okay, so I do want to include a little inner corner pop and also brow. But you know what? Okay, yes, we're gonna use, I'm gonna do Snow Angel over here, which is the more just like silvery. I am gonna spray my brush with an AOA setting spray from Shop Miss A. It costs $1 or $1.55. It's my favorite to use just to spray my brushes with. There's a little inner corner highlight. Get that blended in. Okay. And then I'm also going to do that in the brow bone. This is a really cheap little brush that came with a set off of Amazon that was gifted to me. And most of the brushes, face brushes, I did not really care for because they were just too soft and flimsy. They just didn't distribute the product well. But this little one, this type of brush, I don't know why, but it works the best for me with brow and inner corner. Okay. This is what we are working with here. Already looking really, really gorgeous. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to off camera buff it out just a little bit, but not adding anything that you're gonna be like, girl, you just changed everything on us. It's gonna be the same, just kind of cleaned up a little bit. I'm also gonna add eyelashes. I really love these. These are from Yes Style. They are the Marliss, M-A-R-I-L-L-I-S-S. Lashes, the Glam Volume lashes, they're very like soft, subtle glam, not like crazy over the top. So I do have a Yes Style code too if you want to save a little money. It's linked down below. So I'm gonna pop that on and then we're gonna come back, put on lips, and then we'll be done. So before I come back with the full, I wanted to, as I put on the wing, I was like, maybe I liked it better without. So this has no wing, this has a wing. Of course, I'm gonna add one so they'll be even, but you guys will have to let me know down below if you like no wing or wing. So we are back, you guys, and lashes are on, wings are done, and I absolutely love this look. I think it's so like classy and like beautiful. It doesn't have to be super over the top. I know some people feel intimidated by indie brands or indie palettes or colorful palettes, duochromes, whatever, if they've never used them, but like it doesn't have to be scary. It's so fun. So, and you guys, I'm such an idiot. I forgot to mention that I have a discount code with Gourmande Girls. It is Budget Beauty for 10% off. So if you want to grab this palette or anything else, please use it. But real quick, just for fun, I wanted to add just like a little bit more like highlight. I love a highlight. So I'm going to mix these two, Moonstone and Pink Diamond. I actually learned that from Debbie Debuton, who is one of the collaborators on this palette. She said she liked to mix the two and just make like your perfect highlight. Look how pretty that is. That does just kind of take it up a notch. And I'm gonna use the Moonstone, the lightest one, just on the bridge of the nose here, a little bit more. I also add here to give that pretty glow. And then also, whenever I got this palette, it came with a free lipstick or free lip gloss. Delightful. Oh, liquid, I can't speak. Matte liquid lipstick in Delightful. So here's what it looks like. And I thought this was so smart because I think a lot of people may not know what lipstick or lip shade would go with everything in that palette. And this truly, this shade goes with every combination or shade that is in the That Time of Year palette, because the tone of it really complements the shades. It won't clash. You guys, I can do my eyes easier than I can do my lips. I'm not even kidding. I have large lips for one, and then I have uneven, like, outer lips. And the effect is a difficulty applying lipstick. But this formula for a liquid lipstick is so comfortable. It's not like drying. It's very pigmented, smooth. Okay, you guys, what's wrong with me? Okay, you guys, that is the final look. I love this so much. It's so holiday. It's so glam. It's so pretty. So you guys, go grab the time of year palette, get into the Christmas spirit, save 10% by using Budget Beauty. And that's it, you guys. And so yes, budget, you're saving you 10%. So as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping. Bye.